What's up guys, what's going on? Welcome to RGH Tech TV. This is Redmi Note 4 and in this series I'm going to let you know about 50 plus tips and tricks, features, and so it's going to be a software walkthrough video, and I'm going to divide this series into two parts. So in the part 1, that is today, I'm going to let you know about 30 things, and the part 2 I'm going to let you know about 20 plus things. If you're well versed with the MIUI features, I wouldn't suggest you to watch this video. Rather you can watch my other videos. But well, if you're new to MIUI, if you want to know some features of MIUI 8 or 8.1, then make sure that you watch this video till the end. Also make sure to watch the part 2 as well. So let's quickly begin with the features. Now the first thing which I liked with Redmi Note 4 is double tap to wake. So if you choose to have, or if you choose not to have a fingerprint enabled unlocking system, then this is very handy feature. You can just double tap, swipe, and you're onto your home screen. And not only that, but I use it to have a look at the time and date, or if I have to adjust the brightness or turn on or turn off the Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, I actually use this feature. And not only that, but you can also turn on the flashlight from the lock screen itself. For that, you'll have to press and hold on the home button, and you can see that the flashlight is on. And you also could notice that it went off pretty quickly. So to make it stay a little longer, what you can do is you can press and hold on the home button, and once the flashlight is on, quickly press the power button, and you can make sure that it stays as long as you want it to stay. So to quickly turn it off, what you can do is you can press the power button again. So in this way, you can turn off the flashlight. Now another thing which I liked was there is a quick shortcut for camera from the off screen itself. So for that, you'll have to press the volume down button twice quickly. And if you have some action scenes going around you, and if you don't want to miss any action by going to home screen and then going to camera application, then you can use it from the off screen itself. It's pretty easy. You can frame your shot, and you can, if you want, you can quickly tap on wherever you want and quickly capture a picture. So in this way you can use this feature. Now let's quickly see how to enable or disable these features. So for double tap to wake, what you'll have to do is you'll have to go to settings, and under display you can enable or disable double tap to wake. So that's pretty easy. And if you go to lock screen and password, you can enable or disable this launch camera, which I just showed you. That is the quick shortcut. So if you disable this, you'll not be able to access that. If you enable this, you'll be able to access that. And we all know that it has a fingerprint sensor, and it's pretty fast, as you can see. No issues with that one. But fingerprint sensor can not only be used to unlock the device, rather you can use it to take selfies, and you can use it to unlock the applications. You can use it with a child mode, and I'm going to explain those features quickly. So let's go to camera, and using this fingerprint sensor, you can capture rear camera pictures or even front camera pictures. Let's quickly see the demo of that. As you can see, so if you want to take some beautiful selfies, you can do that with the fingerprint sensor itself. So that's a cool thing. And now if you want to lock the applications, you can do that as well. So for that, what you'll have to do is you'll have to go to settings, and you have app lock. So click on that, and I have actually authenticated it. I mean, I have set it up. So I've actually chosen Wink Music and Google Play Store, which are authenticated by the fingerprint sensor. You can actually choose the other third-party applications or the system applications if there are any, then you can authenticate. So let's quickly, what we'll do is we'll choose this gallery. So let's quickly check that feature. So let's try and open a gallery application, and it asks for the authentication. Let's quickly give it, and you can see that it worked flawlessly fine. And there are some settings actually which you can enable or disable. So quickly, let's go to settings. Let's go to app lock. And so you can see that you have a settings button on the right top corner. So click on that, and you can see that there is one important setting over here, that is lock settings. So I actually kept it to when the device is locked or after exiting the application. So that means that whenever I exit the application, next time I try to open that, then it will ask for authentication, and that is how I want a fingerprint enabled application lock to work. So you can also use when device is locked. That is, so once you open the application, it will be unlocked until the device is locked. So but I like it to ask for authentication every time I close the application. See, now I've closed the application, and again if I try to open that, it will ask for the authentication, and that's really a good thing. So once the lock application is over, you can also authenticate child mode. That is, you can exercise some parental control, so you can only have the applications which your child, he or she is supposed to access. So for that, quickly let's go to child mode. Let's go to settings, and let's quickly go to child mode. I believe it's in additional settings. Yes. So let's go to child mode, and let's turn on the child mode. So I've actually enabled Amazon Kindle, Asphalt 8, Calculator, and Chess. So you can also enable other third-party applications if you want to. So let's quickly enable this one, and it will ask for the privacy protection. So enter your fingerprint sensor. I've already done that setup. It's pretty easy, guys. You'll have the on-screen instructions. Just follow them. If you face any issues, please ask me. I'll be happy to help you. So if you have any queries, use the comment section and ask the question quickly. So as we are in the child mode, I've enabled Amazon Kindle, Asphalt 8, Calculator, and Chess. So once you press the home button, you'll have this interface. So wherein you can only access these applications. So that's pretty easy. And if the child tries to exit this mode, by which he can do by clicking on this exit button, so he will be asked for the protection, or if he even enters the pattern, it will work. But it's good that we have the fingerprint enabled unlocking system, as you can see. So using that fingerprint sensor, we can just come out of that mode. So now to go back to the normal mode, what you'll have to do is you'll have to disable this child mode and move on to the other part of the device. Alright, so next thing is one-handed mode, which is very, very important. So as it's a 5.5-inch device, you can see that it's pretty big, and it's actually tough to use it single-handedly. Henceforth, we have a single-handed mode. Now quickly I'll demo that for you, and then I'll show you where you can enable or disable that. So for that, you'll have to swipe from home button towards the back button, or from home button towards the multitasking button. So if you do that, it'll give you an option to enable the, enter the one-handed mode. So click OK, and you'll enter this one-handed mode. So you can choose to have 4-inch, 3.5-inch, or 4.5, I guess. So you can also change that in settings. I'll let you know that in a minute. And if you want it in the left hand, you can do that. Just swipe from home button towards the multitasking button, and the small screen will be moved towards the left if you're left-handed. If you want it right-handed, you can do that as well. And all the buttons work perfectly fine in this mode. As you can see, home button and then the back button, everything works perfectly fine. Even notification tray is accessible. So that's a good thing here. Like, if you want, you can definitely go ahead and use this feature. So now to go back to normal mode, what you can do is you can swipe from back button towards the home button, and you'll get to the normal mode. So go to settings, go to additional settings, and here you have something called as one-handed mode. So here you can enable or disable this feature, and also you can choose like what size that small screen should be. It should be 3.5 or 4-inch or 4.5-inch. So this is pretty useful. You can definitely try out this feature. Now next thing is night mode. So if you have a habit of reading late night on bed, then definitely I would suggest you this feature. So go to settings, go to display, and go to reading mode and turn it on. So if you see, we have the blue light filter. So by this, it's actually considered to be good for your eyes, and necessarily this does nothing but adds yellow tint to your display, so that the blue light will be reduced. And you can also control the strength of this blue light, yellow light, and you can also use it for selected applications or all applications. You can go ahead and explore this feature. I actually use it very regularly, and you also have a shortcut in the quick toggles, I believe. Just check that out. All right, so let's disable this for the moment, and let's move on with the color and contrast, which you can find under display settings itself. So normally people think that this 32 gig variant actually has this yellow tint to it. So what you can do is you can go to colors and contrast, and you can change it to cooler variant or the warmer variant, however you feel comfortable. You can go with that. I feel the standard one is good. A little bit of yellow tint is definitely good for your eyes. So I didn't find it necessary to change the settings. I'll keep it to standard itself. And if you want, you can also increase the contrast, or you can keep it to standard itself. So I'll keep it to automatic contrast, so it will be optimized according to the available light. All right, so let's go back and let's see the dual apps feature, which is also very important. So dual apps is nothing but having two instances of the same application, that is two WhatsApp account or two Facebook accounts. So let's quickly have two accounts of, or two applications of Chess application, and let's enable this one. and you can see that it said like the icon is being added to the home screen. As you can see, we have the second instance of the chess application. So in the first one I have actually logged in, so you can see that, and in the second one it says to sign up, so you can go ahead and sign it up, right? So in this way you can have 2 Facebook accounts, 2 WhatsApp accounts. It's very useful, very handy. So definitely, if you feel necessary, go ahead and use this feature. And not only that, guys, but we also have another setting called as second space. So it's actually having 2 accounts on the same phone, or it's like having 2 phones in one phone itself. So it's pretty easy to set up as well. Just follow the on-screen instructions and you can follow that. And if you want to delete the second space, right, you have this delete button on the right top corner. You can go ahead and delete that, and you can switch to second space from the notification tray itself. You have this icon here. If you click on this, it will go to second space, or you can also through lock screen you can do that. So I've set 2 different patterns, one for normal mode and one for second space. And if I actually use this L, I'll go to normal mode. If I use the inverted L, then I'll actually go to the second space. So it will take a second or two to go to that mode. As you can see, it's completely different menu. It has different wallpaper, it has different settings, so you can choose to import the applications as well from your normal mode. So in this way, if you want to use your phone as 2 different devices, you can do that. That feature is available. So let's quickly move on to the normal mode, and let's quickly see a feature called buttons. So these capacitive touch buttons are backlit. I'm really not sure if my camera is able to capture that. You can turn it on or turn it off. I'll show you that in a minute. And not only that, but you can also change the layout of this. So normally Xiaomi phones actually have the back button on the right side and the multitasking button on the left side. But if you choose to have something which is similar to Nexus phones or Moto phones, that is having the back button on the left side and multitasking button on the right side, you can do that. So quickly, let's go to settings, and let's go to additional settings, and let's go to buttons. And here the first setting lets you change that. So navigation buttons, and you can choose the back button on the left and the menu button on the right. So if you choose that, you can see that this button will act as menu button now, or the multitasking tray, and this will act as back button. So it's pretty easy, guys. You can go ahead and change that, or else you can also keep it to the default mode. So I like to keep it to default mode. And you can also enable or disable this backlight button. As you can see, if you disable this, the backlight, the capacitive touch buttons will not be backlit. If you enable this, it will be backlit. So that's a good thing. And not only that, but you can also disable these buttons in certain applications. So if you feel that you're playing Asphalt 8 and if you feel that you're going to accidentally hit these buttons, and if you want to disable these, you can do that. You can select the application from here, and it will be, these navigation touch buttons will be disabled in that application. But if you want to disable them, you can do that from the quick toggles itself. So you have an icon called buttons. So if you click on this, it will be disabled. As you can see, they don't work. But if you want to make it work, just double tap on any of these navigation buttons and they will work flawlessly fine. All right, as you can see. So this was about buttons. So you can change the navigation buttons, that is the layout of them. You can enable or disable the backlit buttons, and you can also automatically disable them, or you can manually disable them. So in this way, you can use the buttons feature as well. Now another important thing is Quick Ball. As you can see, it houses some important shortcuts. You can also have the applications as well. So it's actually floating icon. You can place it wherever you feel necessary and use it accordingly. So what you can do is you can go to settings, you can go to additional settings, and you have a feature called Quick Ball, right? You also get some options to customize it. So you can turn it on or off, and you can select the shortcuts. So by default, you'll have home, menu, lock, screenshot, and back. So if you feel that you don't need this lock setting, then you can go ahead and choose some random application as well, third-party applications or so. If you need a calculator, you can just put it over there. And if you now try to access that, then you'll get a calculator application. So in this way, you can use this shortcut. It's pretty easy. It's pretty convenient as well. And the next thing is screenshot. So by the traditional way, you can take the screenshot by pressing the power button and the volume down button at the same time, as you can see. Or else, you can also use 3-finger gesture, and you can take the screenshot. Now there is support for long screenshot as well. So let me get to this settings menu. And now if I take the screenshot, then click on this image, and there is an option called scroll. So once you hit the scroll, it will actually take the long screenshot. So if you have some vertical content which you want to capture in one single screenshot, then definitely this feature is pretty handy. So go ahead and use this. All right, so this is done now, and there are actually settings for that. So to enable that 3-finger gesture, what you'll have to do is you'll have to go to settings, you'll have to go to additional settings, and you have a setting called a screenshot. Go for that and enable this slide 3 fingers to take a screenshot, right? And you can also enable or disable this sound as well. So in this way you can have control over how to take a screenshot. Now this phone has notification LED light, and the good thing is we can customize it. Under additional settings itself you have notification light, and you can choose like what color notification you want, if you get the notifications, if you get the missed calls, or for the messages. So I've kept blue for notifications, as you can see, and for calls I've kept it yellow, and for message I've kept it let's keep it to white. In this way you can choose between the colors. So I guess there are like 7, I guess, yes. So you can choose between 7 colors for different activities. So that's a good thing actually. And this phone also has a light mode which you can find under settings itself. So you'll have some big icons, big text. So it's actually easy for people who are moving from a feature phone to smartphone, or even elders or kids. Definitely will be helped by that mode. If you want to, definitely can use that feature as well. Alright guys, now very important thing is people actually ask me like how to change default applications. So for example, if you have 2 to 3 launchers, then where can I change that? So in the traditional settings menu, in the Android traditional settings menu, you'll get an icon called home where you can go ahead and change, but how to change it in MIUI. So that's pretty easy guys. You'll have to go to applications, and that is installed applications. So once you go to install applications, you'll have a setting called as default. So click on that, and here you can change the default launcher or default messaging application or default browser or default camera application. So if you have multiple launchers, it will be listed here. You can go ahead and change that, and if you have multiple messaging applications as well, you can change it from here itself. Alright guys, this device has a feature called wallpaper carousel, so through which automatically the lock screen wallpapers get changed every day. So every day you'll have new wallpaper, and if you want to change it manually, you can do that as well. So you can see that on the right top corner you have an icon, so click on that and it will give you option to change the wallpapers. So if you feel that this is good, go ahead and set it, and this will be your lock screen wallpaper. So that's a good thing that we can change it from the lock screen itself. And not only that, we can also have some quick shortcuts from the lock screen itself. And I'm going to quickly show you how to customize that. So let's go to settings and let's go to lock screen and password. And here you can see that we have lock screen shortcuts. So click on that, and on the left side I've kept camera. So if you want to have another application, you can go ahead and select that. And on the right side I've kept calculator. So if you feel that you need another application, go ahead and select that. So if I have to access these shortcuts quickly from the lock screen itself, now I can do that. So as I have the calculator application on the right side, I will swipe from left to right and enter the pattern, and quickly I'll go to the calculator application. So this is pretty useful guys. So if you have very frequent applications which you visit, you can have them as shortcuts in the lock screen, and you can use them to your convenience. And next thing is you can also enable or disable the notification tray from the lock screen. So in the beginning I said that I actually use this notification tray to change some settings, but well, if you want to disable this so that the notifications are not being read from the lock screen, you can do that. So let's go to settings and let's go to notification and status bar, and you can disable this feature, that is show on lock screen. So if you disable this, you can see that we cannot access this notification tray from the lock screen. So you'll have to unlock the device, and then only you'll be able to access this notification tray, which is a good thing. So if you feel that you need a little bit more privacy, then definitely you can use that feature. For now, let's quickly enable this one. So I like to access notification tray from the lock screen. Alright, and next important thing is this device also has schedule power on and off. So you can select a date and time when this device should be turned on or turned off automatically. So for that, you'll have to go to security application, and here you'll have to go to battery settings, and you have this settings icon here on the right top corner. So click on that, and you'll have access to schedule power on and off. So go ahead and select at what time you need the device to be turned on or turned off, and it will do accordingly. And the next thing is, it's pretty easy, guys. You can swipe anywhere on the home screen and you can quickly access the notification tray or the quick toggles, right? It's pretty easy. Just try and use this. So as this is a 5.5-inch device, so it's pretty easy and pretty convenient feature, as you can see. And not only that, but if you have to move multiple applications to new home screen, you don't have to pick and choose each application and then move. So it's actually a painful thing. So what you can do is you can press and hold on the empty space and you'll get this menu mode. So here you have an option called as move apps. So click on that, and so you can tap on the applications which you want to move to new home screen. So let's select these 4 applications. Let's go to the new home screen. Let's select these applications. So as you can see, those applications will be added onto the home screen, and they'll actually be aligned from the left top corner to the right top corner. And one more thing which I like about MIUI is it'll give you an option to auto align the applications. Think that your applications are misplaced, and if you want to auto align, then you'll have to enter the menu mode and then shake the device, and it will be auto aligned from the left top corner towards the right bottom corner. Now you can also enable or disable animations. So before that, I'll let you know what are animations. So see, let's try and uninstall this application. So if you try uninstalling, you can see that there will be an animation, and let's uninstall this one. So you can see that you'll have that nice looking animation. So if you want to disable that to save some battery, you can do that. So for that, you'll have to go to settings, and then you'll have to go to battery, and here you'll have something called system animations. So if you disable that, then if you hide the system animations, then you'll not be able to see those animations, or else you can have that feature. So as this has good battery backup, I don't think so you'll need to disable that. Keep it enabled. So I've kept it enabled. So if you feel comfortable, go ahead and keep it enabled. And another important thing is hidden folder, which is very, very, very important. So go to gallery, and if you choose to have this image as hidden application, what you can do is you can click on this one, and you'll get an option called more. So click on this one, and you can actually hide this one. So click on hide, and it will be saved to the hidden folder. Now how to access the hidden folder, that's the question. So go to gallery, and one second. So when you're in this main menu, go to albums, and then you can swipe and enter your pattern or the password, and you will get to this hidden album thing. So as you can see, we have the recently transferred image. That's this one. So in this way, if you want a little bit more privacy, you can definitely use this feature. So guys, once you're in the messaging mode, so actually you have a feature called, so you have the plus icon, so click on that. You have a feature called timed messaging. So by using this, you can send the message at the set date and set time to a particular person. So if you don't want to miss wishing for your friend's birthday, then definitely you can use this feature. Go ahead and select the date and go ahead and select the time, and click on OK, and you'll be able to send at that particular date and time. So this is pretty handy, guys. I don't know why many brands don't include this feature. And there are some quick shortcuts which I want to mention. So let me just type something. Okay, so by using the space bar, you can actually move between the words, as you can see, and you can quickly search from this keyboard itself. So if you use this Google search, you can quickly search. So let's search President of India. So you can see that we have Pranab Mukherjee as our current president, and his information will be shown. You can share it from here itself, so that's really a good thing as well. And not only that, but if you want one-handed mode, as it's a big device, as I mentioned, if you want a small keyboard, you can do that as well. So press and hold on the enter key, and it will give you an option to go to one-handed mode. So that's a good thing. So you can shift it towards the left or towards the right, whichever you feel comfortable. And if you don't want, then you can go back to the normal mode as well. So in this way, guys, I believe I have covered 30 things in this video. So make sure that you're subscribed and also watch my part 2. So that will be definitely helpful, I guess. So that's it, guys. If you feel this video was informative, give it a thumbs up. Share this video with your friends and family. Follow us on Twitter at RJHTechTV. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Most importantly, thanks for watching. I'll see you real soon.